Hey guys, I'm back again for the weekly oracle reading. For those of you who are just tuning into my channel, welcome. I'm Anne, and in this video, I'm going to be giving a general love reading focusing on divine counterparts, that is soulmates, twin flames, and all love relationships. I hope you can stay tuned and watch. I'm sure there's a message for you. Okay, I love this time of the year. It's Mother's Day weekend. It's tomorrow, and I'm excited. I just love just the feeling of celebrating this day because it's smack middle of spring for us in the Northeast in Cleveland, this area, general area, and it's just a time to just celebrate. I know things haven't been the way we wanted this past year, and 5 months into the year, we're still like waiting for things to come through, and it will. We all have to just celebrate these little things that come up. We have to be excited for it, and good time to celebrate your mom if she's with you, without you, or someone who is like a mom, someone that is a pet mom, any type of mom. It doesn't have to even be female. Someone who is very much of a motherly figure, of taking care of nourishing somebody. To me, that is a mother, and I celebrate and I say Happy Mother's Day to everybody. Okay, so the first card that I laid out for the Divine Masculine is Golden Memories. Okay, and as you can see, Golden Memories is it's a very spiritual time for a lot of us. We're reflecting and thinking a lot about past emotions that occurred in our lives that we never really got over, or we're still trying to get over. It's a lot to do with the Divine Masculine energies right now. Now, Divine Masculine energy doesn't have to be for a man. Just clarifying that, because a few of you have been asking me that over the last week. Divine Masculine is inside of all of us. It may reflect you or may reflect your divine partner, but whatever it may be, is that there's golden memories. There's energies there that are bringing back something. So Divine Masculine right now, because it is getting close to the middle of the year, they're starting to get like nostalgic. And it's not because of we're going back into time. It's more of like reflecting and thinking back of things that occurred, things that should have occurred, or why didn't they occur. That's what basically the Divine Masculine is doing currently right now. Not necessarily in a bad way, but there is some changes happening with the Divine Masculine. There is some new beginnings that is happening by letting go. Now, we've been seeing a lot of changes going on with Divine Masculine in the past few readings. Letting go of something, letting go of something that has occurred inside them, that they need to understand that whatever happened, it wasn't because they did something wrong. It's actually because they have done something in their life that they haven't let go of. Maybe it's a pain or a negative, or just something like of a grudge. If that person is in your life and they're not giving in to what you've been saying, somebody that you've been involved with, like just giving out an example, like I said, these are not pertaining to one particular type of soul connection. It's mainly for the collective. Okay, so let's say that your divine partner right now is not giving in to you and not understanding you. So you're automatically holding on to something with not letting it go. Maybe something that they did. Maybe there was something that happened previously, and maybe you say, yes, I forgive, I forget, but those golden memories, something that just keeps reoccurring. Not that they're bad, not that they're good, but they just keep bringing back something from the past. If you're not letting go, there's a reason why your relationship can't evolve. It's not growing smoothly the way it should. It's nothing to do with what you've said or done. It's just the way it is right now. Divine Masculines now are starting to realize their mistakes, and this is very sudden of all, because there's been a lot of shifts. We've been seeing these shifts come through since the past 2 months. Energy changing, and not just because of what's going on in the world, but actually because something that they're taking charge of. Because when it comes to divine partners, basically it's not just them coming together in unity to live a happy ever lifestyle. Yes, that's a perk. Yeah, that'll happen. But more importantly, they're brought together to actually do service for the world. So now that we're coming into a lot of important factors to look at with the world happening, they're coming together for service, for something that they need to contribute together as a power couple. Okay, as a divine couple, somebody that looks at life differently than just on the surface, on the 3D. Something that they can see, well, we need to heal the planet. We need to heal ourselves first, though, before that can happen. There's a lot of stuff going on, as you guys are already aware, and I'm not going to go into it, but also healing the planet, because the planet is, I'm not saying sick, but it's just not going the way it should. And, I don't want to go into it. That's another thing that can stress us out. But this is why, God is letting things happen. These things are happening for a specific reason. It's not to hurt us. God wouldn't let things hurt us, but more of like make us see and open our eyes so we can realize, hey, there's something we're missing on this. There's a lesson to be learned with all of this. And that's the reason why divine partners right now are starting to feel each other more so. Yeah. Coming together, realizing they need each other. But if they're still looking at ego, and if there's still something there that is pulling on them, that they're not actually, how could I say, getting it, they're not going to get together. Seriously. Until they realize, until they awaken, both sides. Now, I know this is a little difficult to hear. A lot of people will get not touchy or sensitive, but they may take it the wrong way. And I don't mean it in a bad way, guys. I don't. But if you're holding on to ego and saying, I am not going to let this person bother me, and I'm just going to totally avoid them. I'm just going to totally ignore them. You're not getting what the life lesson is. And that person is trying to tell you something. No, not that I'm saying you should listen to what they say if it's something negative. No, but I'm telling you that there's something there that you have to learn to understand. Okay. That was a message. I had to give it out. And mainly for twin flames, that's what I feel like this message was going directly to. So, what maybe your conscious mind might say, this doesn't resonate with me. That's for somebody else. No, it does resonate with you, maybe with your higher self. Higher self is absorbing it. That's the way it works. Physical body. Okay. This is a very, it's an extreme card, but beautiful, very beautiful. I love the artwork on these cards. So as you can see, the physical body is important. A physical body is important for everybody. I mean, it's essential for life. If you're not taking care of yourself, it's never going to work. Now, this is a message, something that maybe you haven't really looked at. Maybe there's something in your eating plan, something that maybe you can tweak up a little bit. Yeah, we could all tweak it up. I mean, I don't care how healthy you may say you eat, how much you're adding this into your diet and that. You should always be adding fruits and vegetables and plenty of water and getting rest. I mean, that's basically for survival. But there's also other things that you have to do in order to make that body complete. And that's also physical activity. Getting enough physical activity. I know we've all been, cooped up, or we've been staying away from each other, and you know what? Trying to stay away. Even though we can go outside, even though we can go to the stores, or we can go to places, in parks or wherever you're at, we're allowed to go a little bit, but then we come right back and we're sitting. They say sitting is the new way of, a lot of you do, but I'm just going to say it, the new smoking. Not that I'm judging anybody, and I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but I'm just telling you I'm relaying a message. Taking care of your body, taking care of what you need to do. So if there's something that you're not doing properly in your life and you should eliminate it, maybe that's a message for you. Also, go to the doctor. If there is a message that you need to go to the doctor and you keep getting it and you keep getting it, it's important. Remember, I told you guys last year about what happened to me with my skin cancer, and I kept getting messages for about 4 years, that this little mark in my back was everybody kept saying, oh, it's nothing. Oh, it's nothing. It's just a mark. Oh, it's just nothing. It's just nothing. But something kept telling me, you better go to the doctor. And I asked doctors, and they said, it looks fine. But they weren't a specialist. They weren't a dermatologist. So when something just kept coming to me, and when my regular doctor confirmed, I think you should see your dermatologist. You've been asking me about this mark, and it just looks a little bit different. Then I went and I found out and I got it removed, and it's done. So I'm just giving you an example. That's a happily ever after situation. Okay. I know sometimes it makes me cry because, it was emotional at the time. But anyways, you got what I'm saying. By doing these things for yourself, listening to what, internally is telling you, you have to pay attention to the physical body. Now, that's divine masculine and divine feminine. So whatever side you're landing on, I feel like it's dual. It's for both sides. So don't look at it as, oh, that's just for the divine masculine. It's not for me. No, it is for you. Visualization. Beautiful card. I love this card. Fairy cards. Now, divine masculine right now is visualizing, looking at every angle, everything that they need to do. And maybe it is something to do with the physical body, because maybe you're visualizing things that you need to do, some things that you want to, accomplish, and are coming into the summer months that, it's a good time to drop a few pounds because, warmer weather is going to hit for us in Cleveland soon. But you know what, when you start visualizing, I know I do it. And you know what? It just makes us feel good when we do something good, and you feel lighter. You feel lighter, you feel better about yourself. And you know what? Taking action, what you need to do physically, I feel like it's very important. This is health and wellness. I feel like these two cards are definitely what you're visualizing, what you want for your body, what you want for your health. I want the best of health. I want the best of everything to happen for my health. I want to look my best. I want to feel my best, and I want to do my best. So if you're in competition, competing in sports, whatever that may be, in order to get there, you have to start from the basics. So visualize that. Or maybe you are planning on doing a marathon or competing in a physical challenge of some kind. You know what? Visualize that, because you know what? That visualization takes place. And you know what? The little things that you do and you layer it on yourself, guess what? It works. It really does. And you feel fabulous. Reflection, divine feminine. You're reflecting on a lot, and a lot of emotional energy is coming through. This is a very sensitive card because what we're all going through. I keep saying I don't want to talk about it, but it's hard not to, because it affects us, and we don't watch as much the news, but we want to know little things that's going on. And you know what? Sometimes we're not comfortable with what we hear, but it seems like it's getting better. And that's what you have to focus on. Things are going to get better, just like when it's a bad storm. Reflect on what you want while that storm is going on, and you're like, okay, as soon as this storm is going to go out, I'm going to go outside, I'm going to mow the lawn, I'm going to clean my garden, I'm going to do all of these things. So you're reflecting on what you want to do. Same way it goes with this world. I'm just giving like small examples, because these small examples could lead into bigger examples. Metaphors can spark up something. So having the positive expectations, guys. Positive expectations goes hand in hand with reflection. If you're reflecting on your own soul center with your divine masculine and divine feminine coming together, you want to reflect. What did I do wrong in this relationship? What is wrong with my relationship? Why can't this person see what I'm seeing? It's never good to try and figure out what they're thinking, because that's private. All right. A lot of you, sometimes ask me, what is that person thinking? I am not a mind reader. Nobody is. I can sometimes talk to somebody and I could actually answer them when I'm reading, when I'm tuning in with them. It happens many of times. And how did you know I was about to ask you that? Or how did you know I was thinking that and you answered my question before I even asked it? Seriously, I do that to my family and friends for years. It's called an empathic energy that you can just feel, and a lot of people have it. It's a gift. So I've learned how to enhance it. When you try to look into someone's head, though, and you try your best, sometimes ego can come in, and sometimes you don't like what you're feeling because you're putting too much ego into it. So having a positive expectation, instead of looking into things and saying, what is that person thinking? What does that person want? What does that person want from me? You're actually putting too much into it. This is why you need to have a positive expectation and reflect on what you truly want. Now, I did talk about going outside. Okay, now let's get on to the relationship portion of it. When you reflect, I want this relationship to go somewhere. Possibly I would like it to go long-term, or I am in a long-term relationship and I would like to build a family on it, or I would like to find more with this relationship and maybe explore. We're always going to want more. Every relationship, you're always going to want more. You're going to expect more. Expect the positive. Well, you can turn it around and say, I expect this person to be my all. I expect this person to love me, and I expect to love this person back. I mean, having this positive mindset is going to put that positive energy through the flow. You can't manipulate the situation. I'm going to get that person to love me and I'm going to get that person to want me. No, you can't do that either. It's all about having positive expectations. You know what you need, and it's going to take place. Having forgiveness for what is in your heart, forgiving yourself for any wrong you did, Divine Feminines. You've been very hard on yourself. Like I said, reflecting a lot. I feel with the Divine Feminines, it's been a very emotional time during this epidemic and pandemic, I should say. And you know what? Because it is so extreme and because it is so intense, they're taking everything upon themselves. It's like a cushion that just keeps taking the blows. And you know what? Don't do that to yourself. Don't allow it. Don't look at this in a negative way, but look at it in a way where you can learn from it and take whatever it is from it and use it to your highest good. I'm getting closer to my family. I'm seeing my closest friends, who they really are, who is checking up on me, who I'm checking up on, who is reaching out to me and who loves me. I love them back. I love them, and I love you guys. Okay, so I have to say it. So it's all about the love. Love is all about what's ruling us during this time. Yeah, this pandemic is pretty rough. And it's not going to go away on its own. We have to stick together. We all have to keep our social distancing. Even when they say it's okay to go out, even though they say you can mingle, if they say you can do everything you want to do, I still like to keep it, down key. As everything gets better, you want to keep it that way because there's other things that you can be watching out for also. It's a good thing to keep your mind set in that motion. I just want to keep myself healthy. Like we talked about, the physical body. Physical body has been through a lot these past few months. These past few months has been brutal on us, stress-wise, emotionally. Sitting down all the time is not a good thing. I mean, even if you have a treadmill, how long can you stay on that treadmill? How long can you walk around the house, up and down the stairs? How long can you walk the dog? How long can you walk around the house, walk around the block? Seriously, if we're always sitting, I always say being active throughout the day is better than just 1 hour of exercise. Being active continuously keeps that blood flow, right? And I don't know why I'm getting into health so much. This is a message for all of us, seriously. Dreams coming true, Divine Feminines. So with forgiveness, your dreams are going to come true, but you have to believe. If you don't believe in yourself, if you don't believe that you can do it, it's pretty hard to have the forgiveness. Because when you're looking at something so drastically and, putting all this pressure on yourself that, what did I do? Why didn't this happen? Why can't I get a better relationship? Why can't I have a relationship? When is this relationship going to get better? And, constantly keep beating yourself up. Like, why? Don't do that. I am beautiful. I am amazing. I am wonderful. There's nothing wrong with me. I have to just get myself together and balanced, and I have to just relax. Don't put too much pressure and stress on yourself. I feel like that is another form for the physical body. Like we talk about the physical body, then this is Divine Masculine. But I told you guys, these cards are actually reflecting both on Divine Masculine and Feminine. So I can't even say it's more so for either or, because actually they're kind of like combining, and that happens. Seriously, that happened many a times in readings. So Divine Masculine, you can't make a single reading either on just, we're just going to read about the Divine Masculine, or we're just going to read about the Divine Feminine, because they both go together. If you don't do both together, it's not going to be complete, if that makes sense. Yeah, it does. Okay, so I hope that this reading video resonated with you. Take what does and just leave what doesn't. Maybe you should revisit if it's not resonating with you totally. Write down, take some notes like I've always mentioned before. Also, if you would like to get your own personalized reading, the links are down below. So I do have links on and information on the type of readings I offer, which is phone, chat, and email readings. Now they're all different rates, so you have to just check through them, and they're all the same rates on all my websites. So just letting you know, if you want to check them all out, fine. I do have different blog articles that might be really helpful for you to help you understand about soulmates and twin flames. And I do try to get into astrology and numerology and, just your overall package, what can affect us Also with just the environment and what's going on with, you know, our astrological universe, with the whole universe. It all goes together, right? Mind, body, and spirit. Okay, so I just want to, well, I'm losing my words. I just want to thank you guys all for reaching out to me, and I love it. I love you all. I don't get on as much as I'd like to on social media, but I do. So if I'm not answering you right away, please be patient with me, because I am doing a lot of other things, and I'm trying to, you know, get the yard work done and get my springtime, summer activities flowing through. So we do have to do these things, especially since we're home more often. And I got so used to being like around the house all the time that I'm loving it. Actually, I love it. I have no complaints. I'm going to enjoy my Mother's Day. I'm just maybe walking in my backyard and, you know, just playing with kisses, playing with her, and, you know, I hope you're doing the same thing. I hope you can get out with your mom. I'll probably go visit my mom too. I should have mentioned that too. Maybe record, put her on social media. She loves it. She loves talking to you guys too. So until next time, God bless you all. Happy Mother's Day to each and every one of you. Namaste.